In old movies, back in the day, if you were sick, you'd ring your doctor and he would actually come to your bedside to treat you. Well, that service seems to have went away, but Tara Hall here now with how it is now making a comeback.
Yeah, Justin. So getting a doctor's appointment can be a real challenge when you're sick. It can take weeks to months to get one of those coveted exam slots. But with a new service, doctors are making house calls again in as little as a few minutes, and it's all on demand.
When Heather Murphy needs a recipe, she reaches for her iPad. Same goes for just about everything, from chatting with friends to reading a bestseller. But one way she never imagined using the device was in seeing a doctor.
I sat on my bed in my bathrobe with my iPad, and within 2 or 3 minutes, this doctor in scrubs was right there.
When the Kansas City nurse got sick earlier this year, she dreaded getting dressed, driving to an urgent care, and waiting for hours alongside other sick people. So instead, she went back to bed and called Doctor on Demand.
He asked me questions and then had me actually say "ah" to the camera on the iPad.
With Doctor on Demand, patients use a smart device or a computer to connect with a board-certified doctor who does a full medical exam, patient history, and writes prescriptions if necessary.
When folks are sick, you call your doctor's office, and sometimes you're not able to get in when you need to be seen. So this would actually benefit the patient because we're accessible to them.
Dr. Melinda Alba is a physician with Doctor on Demand. She says her patients like the service because they avoid long waits, exposure to illnesses, and other inconveniences of the traditional doctor's office or emergency room.
We're not meant to substitute the primary care, but we serve as an area to help the patient find an alternative or find an assessment to whatever medical condition they might be having.
Which just goes to show what's old is new again, as doctor house calls make a comeback.
All right, so like Dr. Alba said, this is not meant to substitute seeing your primary care physician, especially if you have a chronic condition like high blood pressure or diabetes. You also shouldn't use the service if you're experiencing a serious emergency like chest pains or bleeding, but for colds and minor injuries, this really could be a good alternative for people who are looking for an inexpensive way and a quick way to see a doctor.
Yeah, we all hate waiting in those long lines at urgent care and other places, so very good thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tara. Well, here's one of